artists, welcome to Art at Home with Mrs. Kellogg. Now, this is our first art lesson of the year. So one really important thing I want to show you today is how to make your art studio and organize it so you're ready for all the art lessons that I have in store for you. Okay, so let's come over here, but before I do that, I have a question for you. What do you think an art studio is? That's right, it's a place where artists make art. And you're all artists, whether you're brand new to art, whether you're a growing artist, or you've been doing art for a long time. So you're all artists, and we're going to have fun creating and making art together. Okay, so let me show you an example of an art studio. So now here's our workspace. So what I like to do is to make sure that I have a mat on my table or my desk, wherever I'm working. You could also use newspaper. The reason I do that is because I don't want to get paint, markers all over the table. So it's a good idea to always have an art mat or, again, newspaper. The other thing you'll probably, when you look at this, you'll notice my area is all clean. I have a lot of space. So I've got, if I'm using paper, I've got space for my paper, or if I'm working in a sketchbook, I've got space for that. The other thing, and you may not be able to see me, but look, I've got elbow room, and that is really important for an artist because we want to be able to draw and move our arms and make all those fun lines and shapes. So that's important. The next thing is it's really a good idea to have whatever art tools you're using at the top of your table. And you're probably going to notice I've got a lot of different pencils here, because that's what the art tool I'm going to start with. So if you notice, I made sure all my pencils were sharpened ahead of time. So I am ready to go. And the other thing to keep things organized, it's good to have some containers, like maybe for some of your markers. And you don't have to buy containers. I love ice cream, so I use those plastic ice cream containers, and I can keep my markers in there, or jars. You can use that to keep your markers. And then I see if I need scissors, I don't have to get up and look for them. I've got my pencil sharpener, and if I wanted to work with crayons or glue, for example. So at whatever you're going to use, it's really good to have it at the top of your table. Okay, so that's how we would want to organize your art studio. So always think of your desk or table wherever you're working. Even if you decide to work out on your patio or in a room on a desk, or you could even have a board to work on, and that could even be your studio. So if you don't have your own room to work in, there's different ways that you can set up a studio. So whatever works for you, but make sure that you have your own special art space to work in. And that's also really great to do for when you're working on your schoolwork, to have that special workspace and it's just yours. Okay, so that's how you would set up your artist studio or your workspace. Now the next thing, you're going to make a lot of art. So then you have all these beautiful pictures, and what do you do with all that artwork? So you don't want to just put it here, all these different places, and then when you go, oh, I want to find that art piece and hang it up on the wall, and then you can't find it, you're going through all of these things. You want to be organized. So here's a good idea for you. Maybe you have a special folder, and that could be your art folder. And then you know where all your pictures are. That's our lesson on how to set up your art studio. Now it's your turn. And when you're finished, meet me back here for the second video, and then we're going to start creating art together. See you soon.